Okay, so I have a Traeger 885. It's one from Costco. I think it's called Timberline 885. It's coming up with an auger jam. Figured I'd make a quick video to go over this. Not much out there on this unit, so I was having a tough time. But again, kind of took me a little bit. So in here to get the auger jam out, you're gonna have to remove this unit down here. There's actually 4 bolts that you have to remove. So there's one here. I just got one in right now because I'm putting it back together. One over here, and then there's one down here and one down here. Now this box doesn't come off yet. The controller unit doesn't come off yet. There's actually one screw down here, and they are on my socket. So they're I believe they're. Let me see what I got here. It is 7/16 is what I use. So you got one here and then 4 there. I didn't have to mess with this, the heater thing, or the thermostat. You could do something with that if you want. What I did do with that though was, so the board is here in the front. There's 4 screws. So I took the controller off there, and the wires just pop off. There's like 5 harnesses, and then the thermostat connects in there as well. So you'd pull those out, remove that, and then over on the other side, you can, this panel here comes off the bottom. There's 2 screws that hold that on, or 4 screws that hold that on. You take those 4 screws out, that's on the bottom. This piece drops down. You can reach up inside of there, and this is the power wires. There's 3 of these that come off the power switch, and then there's a harness here too. So if you disconnect those, you can see the motor right here. You could take the box off, and you can pull the whole auger out if you need to. For the auger jam, you don't have to do all that. I did learn it, that you can actually, by taking this cover off, there's 4 screws here. This comes off on the bottom here. I don't know if I can see it here, but it's up and in there. There's where the auger is. There's one Phillips screw that goes in from the bottom that is like a retainer that holds it in place. But once you pull that motor off and you pull that bottom screw out, you should be able to get the auger to slide straight out from in there. So I can show you. There's the auger right there. And the issue I had was there was actually a piece of plastic that from the manufacturer that was siliconed right here, and somehow like they didn't take it out or something, or I don't know if it's supposed to be there, but it was stuck and it got into the auger and fed into it, was stuck inside of there. So I ended up having to use a screwdriver and a hammer, and I was able to bust the plastic loose, and then once I was able to get that, I pounded it in a little bit, and the auger just came loose right away, and I was able to get it connected, and it freed right up. But it was really solidly stuck. So I'm putting it back together. Like I said, you can the feeder box is connected to the auger box here. Once you loosen that screw up on the bottom and these 4 screws, you can actually take the whole auger box and slide it back, and with the wires and everything. If you wanted to take the whole thing off, then you would need to get the temperature thermostat here. You'd have to take that, loosen that, or cut it, splice it, disconnect it. I didn't even mess with it. I just put a chair over here, and then there's some zip ties. I did cut the zip ties to lengthen it out. It gave me a little more room. But once I got it all disconnected, I had the box off. The box, there's 4 screws inside here. So in order to get those out, and they're in here, so you can see them down in there. There's down there, there's 2 there, and there's 2 on the bottom. But once you loosen this, take this end one out, you can actually, and these 4 here, you can slide the box back a little bit. And if you take the bottom 2 out of these Phillips ones right here, so you get the 2 on the bottom out, then the box will actually tilt, and then you can actually get, and you pull it out, you just get those other 2 out right away too. So actually you just pull it out and get all 4 of those. But so once you do that, it's really easy to get the auger out. If you have any questions, just send me a message. So I hope it helps.